Hey everybody, it's Christy with Christy Artistry. Thank you for joining me tonight. Welcome to any new viewers. Welcome to my subscribers. Thank you for joining us. For those of you that are new to my videos, my name is Christy Cole, and I have been a fluid artist for about 5 years now. Been on YouTube for a little over 2 years now, and really enjoy the fluid art process. I've always been very crafty. I sew, I crochet, I knit, I do all kinds of things like that. But painting, I was never very good at like painting scenes or people or anything like that. My brother and my sister and my mother were all very good artists. My sister actually draws amazing things in pencil. My brother is a watercolor artist. My mother did, I believe it was acrylic, but I'm not really sure, in her younger days as well. And her father was also very artistic. And so I was kind of a late bloomer with this. I tried painting in school and things like that, and just never found my niche until I found fluid art. And fluid art allows me to put together all those colors that I wanted to put in paintings and things, but couldn't figure out how to get it to produce something beautiful. And so once I started with fluid art, I really have been enjoying it. I've done cup pours, I've done swipes, I've done blowouts, but the Dutch pours seem to be the thing that I really enjoy. When I do my Dutch pours, I do full painting canvas Dutch pours. I also will do splits. I'll do triptychs and diptychs. I don't do them very often anymore. I did them in the beginning, but they didn't really catch on for me. So I'm waiting until I find something that I really want, something large to do a good diptych or triptych on, versus just doing a bunch of small ones. So the other thing is my husband and I, we live in Minnesota. All of our children are grown. We have 16 grandchildren now, I think it is. 16 grandchildren. So we do have a lot of little ones, which some of them aren't very little anymore. Some of them are in their early 20s now. And our youngest granddaughter was born a year ago, 2 years ago, January. She was born at the height of the pandemic, and it was very worrisome for them. You know, my daughter and her husband, we didn't get to see them because we were at the height of the pandemic, and so she kind of went through that whole thing alone. But Aubrey is an amazing and very smart young girl, and she will be 2 in January, so we're excited about that. If you've watched my videos, you've met my granddaughter Jacqueline. She came and painted with me, for those that regularly watch my video, you know that my mother-in-law is coming, and she'll be here tomorrow, so I'm very excited about that. We did not get to see her this year. I think I misquoted last time. We didn't get to see her this year because earlier this year, when Dennis was diagnosed with his cancer, we had already had a trip to Disneyland or Disney World in Florida planned. So we did that trip, and then right after we got back from that trip, that's when he started all his surgeries and his doctor's appointments to figure out, you know, the cancer and where it was and how bad it was and all those things. And then the fall time, when we would have taken our second vacation, that's when he was doing his radiation treatments in October. So we did not get to that. So for those of you that are new to my channel, thank you for joining me, and as always, I love my subscribers. Thank you for sticking with me. So again, before we start tonight's video, I did want to show you the dry results of our blue blowout, the split that we did. It dried, and while I lost a lot of the gold, it sort of sunk in, I'm okay with how it came out. It came out beautiful, and the shimmer on this painting is amazing. So here is our split from our last video, and look at how amazing that shimmer is. You can see the gold, but it's like hidden under that sapphire blue. What is that? Yeah, my sapphire blue, I believe it is, from Extreme Sheen. Yeah, deep sapphire. Love that color. So, what my thought was, is since the blue version came out so well, I thought I would like to try the same painting, as I had mentioned, in the crimson, the berry. I did find the berry. So it'll be my alizarin crimson, my Extreme Sheen berry. Those will be the bottom. And then the top is going to be my Artist Loft Brilliant Magenta, my Artist Loft Light Magenta. This poor bottle is so old it's crushing in. And then we're still going to accent with gold, but I am going to try the Deco Art Splendid Gold this time. It is a more, I don't know how to explain it. It's a more brighter gold, but it's not a metallic. So I think this will look great with the pink. I think it will come out more in the pink than it did. And my thought is that I'm going to try to do this, okay, the same blowout, but the opposite way. So this blew out this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow it out that way. Does that make sense? Because that way, if I put them together, then they'll look really, really good together, I think. Okay, the other thing I wanted to mention was, if you buy these level 1 canvases, and if they ever warp on you, or like you get them and they're all sunk in and stuff, this one was warped yesterday. And what I did is I got it all wet, and then I put it up on some risers and let it dry overnight, and now it's all tight again. So you can do that. What had happened was I had some canvases that were sitting on the floor, and we had that stretch where we got really unusual temperatures. So it had gotten cold, and then it had gotten really warm, and then it had gotten cold, and these were wrapped in plastic, and so where they were sitting, they sort of sweated inside and warped the canvases. But all you have to do is get them wet, both sides, and then I just put them up on bottles or risers is what I had, and let it dry, and it tightens back up. Okay, just a quick hint. So I'm going to get everything prepared and ready to go, because I am going to paint the split on here. Whoops, sorry. And then we will get started with our video. So I'll be right back. So here is our canvas. I have painted the bottom with the, I actually used quinacridone magenta from Liquitex Basics. I decided to use this color to go under our crimson and our berry, and I think it'll cover real nice, just like it did with the blue. Okay, so first thing we are going to do is we are going to cover the bottom, and we're going to use Academy Acrylic, Alizarin Crimson, and the berry, like I said a little bit earlier. Okay, so here we go. And again, using the red, actually I'm just going to take the lid off, using the red so that I can go and have this go next to the blue, and then the lighter blue and the lighter brilliant magenta should give me similar color to the lightness of the blue that we used on the other one. Okay. Berry on, and the berry will give us the shimmer that the same as the what was, oh, the sapphire, the deep sapphire we used. I just lost the lid on that again. Okay, so I'm just going to pour it on, then we're going to use the spatula, then we're going to cover it over with the berry again. So the magenta was more or less just a way of getting a base on there, to make sure that the paints cover over that. Now already I can see putting the berry on has gotten cells kicked up on here, which is really nice. Add some more berry because I like what's happening here, and I want to make sure that I get that coverage that I did on the blue. All right, so we'll get that covered, and then we will put on our colors for the blowout, and we will get started here in just a minute. So already I can see the shimmer. I'll show you that at the end, but we can see really nice shimmer going on because of that berry. All right, and the crimson is in there, but the crimson isn't my focal point. It's going to be the berry. All right, so we got those on. Let me clean my lid up real quick here. Put the lid on our crimson. Clean up my berry, get the lid on the berry, and then we will move on to our magentas for our pour out. All right, so all right, so let's do our colors for our blowout next. So I'm going to start with the Brilliant Magenta, and I kind of, looking at this, I kind of want to do a darker magenta, so I think I'm going to add a magenta too. I'm going to put in this process magenta because I really need a darker color to start out with, so I'm going to put that in now like I did with the other one, so that I get a really brilliant amount on there to blow this out. Alright, so next we're going to do the Brilliant Magenta. It's a hair lighter. Okay, now we're going to use the Light Magenta. And that will give us the lighter colors. And of course when I put on the white, which I probably should have put on first, but I'm kind of hearing some background stuff, so I'm a little distracted here. Okay, oh, I really wanted to use my Splendid Gold, but I got a little bubble in here. There we go. Let's see if I can get that out. All right, we're gonna have to pour. Ugh. We poured all over our hand. Such fun. Okay, now I just have to be really careful not to overdo the gold. There, I think that looks good. All right, now I'm going to put on my white. And my white I have left over in this bottle from our painting the other night. So we're going to put that on now. Like so. And I'm going to blow this out really quick to get it covered, and then we'll actually do the blowout. I'm going to blow out the white first, so here we go. Okay, so I've got the white blown out now, and I noticed we've got some runoff over here already, but it's not matching up, so I'm going to tap this down right now. And I'm going to fill up this little spot here that's missing right now, and then we are going to torch everything before we blow it out. So here we go. Torch. Now torching the berry down here would help get the cells popped up along here as well. And of course torching the white is to get rid of the bubbles so that we don't have bare spots later. Torching the color, get rid of the bubbles. And it looks like I have a couple of possible hang-up spots. One was right here, and see one right here. I think that's it. Everything else seems to be running down. All right, let's blow this one out. All right, here. Okay, so now we've got the blowout done, and I'm seeing the same thing as I did on the blue one, where this is popping through real. So, sorry about that. So what I was saying is that already I can see the cells popping like it did with the blue painting. So I hope that this comes up. Oh, look, it just popped right there. Hope this fills in with the pinks and the magentas. This is pretty with the gold. It didn't go down as far as I was hoping, but it did kind of go down to here. It's just hard to see right now because the extra berry that I put on is making the outline. That should dry nicely. This went out and is really filled in nicely as well. So I'm thinking that maybe I will take in some of this portion and fill in with just a little bit of white, like so. And that will give me the extra petal down here. And I dropped something in the paint. Okay, so I fix that. I'm gonna round this off a little bit, just so it doesn't look so flat or whatever. Now I like that. That looks pretty. That looks nice. This will, I think, still fall down and drag some of this beautiful magenta out here, and I think we'll be okay there. There's some gold popping here with some of the berry, and up here I just don't like this little hanging thing here. There, that looks much better. And then it's just sort of hanging there, and I didn't like that. All right, so what I'm going to do is this is going to continue to develop, but what I want to do before I lose much more of this on the side, I'm going to go ahead and tap out some of these dry spots, like so. So that looks nice. That's good. That's good. That's good. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually scrape along the whole side to get this to stop going off the canvas, because I don't want to lose what we've got here. Go this way, scrape that off, and then lastly up here, and then when I come over there to bring the camera down, I'll do the top. But it's really looking pretty. It looks real similar to the blue one, and I'm just hoping it dries that way. So I'm going to grab the camera and I will be right back. All right, so here is the final painting of the pink version of our, there's our blue version over there. Okay, and like I said, I tried to blow it out similar to the blue one, so because they kind of are matchy-matchy, but this keeps moving up this way, so I've got some popsicle sticks under it now to bring it back down, and I'll keep an eye on that. But it continues. I just love it just amazes me how this berry works with the red behind it. So let me take you down and show you up close all the cells, and look at the color in the berry and the red. It's so pretty. So I'll take you over here to this section is still developing, so some of this white will disappear. I mean, it was all white over here too, and look at, it's already popping through. So that is our gold and our brilliant magenta and our light magenta and our alizarin crimson and our berry gold, and lastly our processed magenta, which is the darkest of the magentas. Let me take you all the way up again, show you the whole painting, and once this dries, then I will show you the two paintings together so that you can see how they turned out. And until my next video, thank you for watching. Thank you to my subscribers, and please take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Bye.